Alright, let's get started. Today I will show you how to design a simple but elegant vase in Fusion 360. First, make sure your units are set to millimeters. Okay, after setting the units, now let's start sketching. Invoke the Create Sketch, select the front plane, grab the 2-point rectangle and start drawing. We'll set the dimensions. Okay, we'll give the width as 25, height as 80 mm. Okay, now we'll take the spline tool, draw from top to bottom corner. We'll trim these lines. Okay, now we will adjust the spline. We'll adjust depends on our shapes that we need. Okay, this is the shape I need, and we'll give the dimensions. Here we'll give 9, and from this point to this point we'll give us 13 mm, and the width of the top is 10, and the bottom is 8 mm. From that width it is 25 mm. Okay, now our sketch is fully constrained. Now we'll go for revolve. Invoke the revolve tool, and our profile is selected by default, and we'll select the axis. Okay, now let's revolve to 360 degree. Okay, after revolving, for making the rib, we'll select the top face as a sketching plane and invoke a polygon, and we'll sketch horizontally from the origin. Okay, we'll give the constraint, horizontal constraint. Okay, and the dimension of width 4 mm. Now our sketch is fully constrained. Now for the second profile, we will go to the bottom face, select the face, invoke the sketch tool and create an ellipse. Okay, we'll give the dimensions and constraints. Here it is 4 mm, and the width between center to the end it is 3.5 mm, and we'll give the constraint, make it aligned with origin. Okay, now before finishing the sketch, let's select the 3D sketch from the sketch palette dialog box. Invoke the spline tool and we'll create the path. From here till ellipse. Okay, we can finally adjust the shape. Okay, here also we'll adjust. Okay, now it's fine, and here little more we will adjust. Okay, now it's perfect. Now we'll move to the next section. We will loft it. For lofting, we'll select the first profile. Okay, already profile had been selected before, we'll delete that. Now we'll select the second profile, ellipse. Okay, we'll select the center line. Okay, and the operation will change from cut to join. Okay. Okay, we have created the loft. Before patterning, we will give chamfer to the sharp edges, so it will be easier when we pattern. Okay, select these sharp edges and give the dimension and click OK. Now we will pattern the rib. For patterning, from create, select circular pattern, point 2 mm, and in object type select the option features, and from timeline select loft and chamfer and select the axis. We'll give the quantity as 11 and OK. Finally, we have our pattern. For making our vase functional, we will give the shell. For that, invoke the shell tool. We will give the shell thickness as 1 mm. Finally, we have designed the vase. Now for final touches, we will render it. Go to the render workspace, select top face. From appearance, we will select materials and colors to your vase. Try a glossy ceramic texture or metallic finishes for a modern look. I have chosen polished brass. Now we have just designed a vase from the scratch. This is just the beginning of what you can do in Fusion 360. Feel free to experiment with shapes, pattern, and even engraving designs onto your vase. Thank you.